In the heart of America's vast and sun-drenched landscapes, a profound transformation is quietly taking place, a shift that's reshaping the very fabric of our society. This is not just another story about corn subsidies or Midwestern charm. From coast to coast, a quiet revolution is brewing. It's a revolution against the rising cost of living, shrinking middle-class dreams, and a changing economy that seems intent on leaving many Americans behind. What if the secret to reversing this unsettling trend lay dormant, undiscovered within our educational institutions? And what if the key to unlocking this potential was something none of us had considered before, the often overlooked realm of adult education? In today's episode, we are going to take a deep dive into the world of higher education to explore whether a quiet collapse is underway. Join us as we uncover the hidden challenges facing our colleges and universities and examine how adult education could be the beacon of hope that our society desperately needs. Our investigation will unveil the harsh realities confronting our institutions of higher learning and shed light on how adult education holds the key to not only revitalizing these institutions, but also reigniting the American dream. So buckle up. Get ready to challenge long-held beliefs and discover why adult education might just be the missing piece of the puzzle in solving some of America's most pressing challenges. Let the journey begin. As with any large institution, there's a lot at play. Powerful lobbies defend the current system, while an army of bureaucrats maintains the status quo to preserve their jobs in power. But as more and more young people opt out of traditional higher education, it's vital that we take a close look at this quagmire to figure out why we have so little trust in our colleges and universities. First, let's dissect the crushing weight of the student debt tsunami. The average student loan debt has ballooned to nearly $36,000. That's a number that haunts recent graduates like a specter, casting a long shadow over their aspirations and life choices. According to a Federal Reserve analysis, 1 in 5 of these borrowers are currently not making their payments. This is a looming tsunami threatening to capsize the financial health of countless young Americans, and it doesn't end there. Recent grads are increasingly choosing not to enroll in graduate school, opting instead to forego advanced degrees that were once seen as stepping stones to success. Nearly half of bachelor's degree recipients are citing the escalating cost of graduate education as the primary reason for this decision. Imagine being burdened by tens of thousands of dollars of debt, the weight of those numbers pushing down on your shoulders, making it almost impossible to take the next step in your academic career. The student debt tsunami is not just an economic burden. It's a psychological one that's changing the way young minds think about their future. It's a situation so dire that if left unchecked, it could lead to a future where only the privileged few can afford to pursue higher education. But the student debt tsunami is just one piece of the puzzle. Let's now turn our attention to the equally perplexing value proposition problem. To put it simply, a college education is becoming a luxury reserved for the affluent few. The value proposition of higher education, once a beacon of opportunity for many, is now shrouded in uncertainty. A study by Georgetown University found that since 2008, the price of tuition has skyrocketed by 29%. All the while, wage growth for college graduates has stagnated, increasing by only 12% in the same period. What does this mean? It means that the return on investment for a college education is diminishing. The economic landscape has shifted, and many are wondering if the cost of a college degree is truly worth it anymore. According to a LinkedIn report, 47% of employers now say that traditional 4-year degrees are less important than they used to be. These companies are now placing greater emphasis on skills and experience, creating a pathway to success that doesn't necessarily run through college. This isn't to discredit the value of a college education. Rather, it's about acknowledging that the path to success is no longer a one-size-fits-all journey. There are numerous alternative pathways, such as vocational training, trade certifications, boot camps, and even entrepreneurial ventures that can lead to fulfilling careers and financial stability. For example, a skilled welder can earn over $45,000 a year with only an associate's degree or certification. That's comparable to the starting salary of someone with a bachelor's degree. Time to rethink the narrative. College education, while valuable, is not the be-all and end-all. Alternative pathways to success are proving just as effective, and in some cases, even more so. And for those who still choose to pursue higher education, it's essential to critically evaluate the value proposition, ensuring that the investment is indeed worth the cost. However, The trouble runs deeper, diving into the murky depths of the online revolution and institutional inertia. In this era of technological advancement, MOOCs, or massive open online courses, have exploded onto the scene, offering a plethora of cheap or free courses from top universities worldwide. Platforms like Coursera, edX, and Udemy are democratizing access to knowledge, allowing anyone with an internet connection to learn about anything.
Oh.
The annual growth rate of the online learning market is projected to reach a staggering 5.4%. That's a monumental shift that's challenging the very foundations of traditional higher education. But why are these online programs so appealing? The answer is simple. They offer flexibility, affordability, and convenience. Students are no longer tethered to classrooms and lecture halls. They can learn at their own pace, from the comfort of their homes, and often at a fraction of the cost. Even the giants of the education industry are making moves into the online space. Take Arizona State University, for example. Their robust online program boasts over 150 degrees, attracting a diverse student population from across the globe. The university's commitment to online learning reflects a forward-thinking approach to education, one that recognizes the evolving needs and preferences of modern students. And let's not forget about the pioneers of online learning, like Western Governors University, which has been championing competency-based education for years. WGU's model allows students to earn college credit for what they know, whether or not they learned it in a traditional classroom setting. This innovative approach is transforming the way students think about higher education, putting the focus back on what matters most, demonstrating mastery of skills and knowledge. Despite these exciting developments, traditional universities have been slow to adapt. Many are still clinging to the outdated model of education, resisting the integration of online learning into their curriculums. However, the writing is on the wall. As more and more students opt for the flexibility and affordability of online learning, colleges and universities must adapt or risk becoming relics of the past. We are at a pivotal moment in the history of education. Embracing technology and online learning is no longer an option, it's a necessity. The institutions that fail to adapt will undoubtedly face the consequences. And finally, let's unravel the enigmatic brain drain and faculty exodus. The exodus of professors from our nation's colleges and universities is not merely a statistic. It's a silent crisis threatening to undermine the very essence of higher education. According to the Economic Policy Institute, full-time faculty positions have remained virtually unchanged in the last decade. Despite this stagnation, the number of adjunct professors has skyrocketed by 26%. Why is this happening? The reasons are complex and deeply rooted in the systemic issues plaguing our higher education system. Professors are often faced with abysmally low salaries, limited access to healthcare and retirement plans, and an ever-increasing administrative burden. The plight of the academic community is dire. As more and more seasoned professors leave the field, our institutions lose not only valuable expertise, but also the institutional memory and mentorship that comes with years of experience. This brain drain is not just a setback, it's a hemorrhage of talent that could have devastating consequences for our society. Moreover, the rise of adjunctification has led to a decline in the quality of education. Adjunct professors, who often teach multiple classes at various institutions to make ends meet, may not have the same level of training or experience as full-time faculty. This shift is affecting the quality of instruction and the overall student experience. Furthermore, the brain drain is causing a decline in research quality. Many professors who leave academia do so because they feel constrained by the limitations placed on them by their institutions. Without the freedom to pursue their research interests, scholars may choose to leave, taking their expertise and groundbreaking work elsewhere. This exodus of talent not only weakens our universities, but also hampers the progress of vital research that could benefit society as a whole. The state of affairs in academia is nothing short of a crisis. If left unchecked, this trend could lead to a future where our institutions of higher learning are staffed by inexperienced and underpaid adjuncts, stifling innovation and churning out graduates ill-prepared for the challenges ahead. In conclusion, while there is a sense of foreboding, all is not lost. Amidst this somber outlook, glimmers of hope and innovation are emerging from unexpected corners. A growing number of colleges and universities are beginning to experiment with new models of education. Competency-based education, micro-credentials, and partnerships with industry leaders are just a few examples of how institutions are adapting to the changing needs of students and employers alike. Additionally, governments and philanthropic organizations are stepping up to fill the funding gaps, investing in innovative programs that prioritize affordability and accessibility. One inspiring example is the growing popularity of dual enrollment programs. These programs allow high school students to earn college credits while completing their secondary education. It's a win-win situation that not only makes college more affordable, but also helps students get a head start on their higher education. As we navigate these turbulent times, it's crucial to remember that we are not merely passengers on the ship of higher education. We're the crew, each of us playing a vital role in steering it towards calmer waters. Whether we're students, educators, policymakers, or lifelong learners, we all have a part to play in shaping the future of learning. Let's embrace this responsibility together. Invest in our institutions, support our educators, and empower our students. The challenges are real, but so is our potential for greatness. Together, we can ensure that higher education not only survives, but thrives, preparing generations to come for the challenges and opportunities